right. So the Super Eagles of Nigeria now know who they will have to face on their road to the next African Cup of Nations, which will be hosted in Morocco next year. The Super Eagles finished second in the previous edition, but today the draws for the 2025 edition were conducted. A couple of familiar teams in our group, and we'll definitely be taking a look at that in a second. Also, we got all the information you need about these qualifiers coming up in this video. So sit back, relax, make sure to smash that like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. So yeah, you take a look at our group, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, grouped alongside Benin Republic, Libya, and Rwanda. And as you see right there, Benin Republic and Rwanda in the same group as the Super Eagles for World Cup qualifiers. So basically we're going to be playing 4 matches against both of these teams, 8 matches all together. And Libya, we took on Libya last in the 2018 AFCON qualifiers. We beat them home and away 4-0 in New York, either Tunisia or Algeria. We beat them 3-2 over there. And yeah, Benin Republic, of course, coming off of a loss to Benin Republic, the 2-1 loss over there in Ivory Coast. Then you got Rwanda. Rwanda did us a favor earlier in the qualifiers for the World Cup. We got that draw against Zimbabwe, then woke up to find out Rwanda defeated South Africa. We ain't do much with the advantage they gave us, but we've not taken on Rwanda yet in World Cup qualification. We're going to get these matches out the way before we face them next year in World Cup qualifiers. And you look at their rankings, it looks like it's an easy group. But once again, just like we're seeing in the World Cup qualifiers, these rankings mean not much when you're facing these teams. They don't really mean anything, because you look at the rankings here. Benin Republic 91 in the world, Libya 118th in the world, Rwanda 131 in the world. And you're thinking the Super Eagles should be winning all these matches 5-0, 6-8. But when you look at the product that these teams put out on the pitch, they don't say those rankings. Like Benin Republic, you can say that we should have been better. You can say that that was just a loss that was on the coaching, on the players, whatever you want to say. But they didn't look like the 91st best team in the world. They looked a little bit lower, maybe 60, 70. They look better than their ranking, definitely. So these rankings, they're just numbers, especially when the games start. Now, the AFCON will be hosted next year, December 21st. It starts and it goes on to the next year, 2026, January the 18th, the finishing date for the 2025 AFCON. And the qualifiers is going to start in a few months from now, September of this year, and it's going to end November of this year. So real quick, we're going to get the 6 matches out the way. And when you look at the international break, September, that'll be from the 2nd to 10th of September. Then you go to October, and that's from the 7th to 15th of October. Then the November matches will be on the 11th to 19th of November. So any date between those dates will be when the matches will be played. Now, when it comes to qualifying for the tournament, it's going to be the first 2 teams in each group. Well, each group apart from Group B. Group B has Morocco. I believe it will be only 1 team in that group, because Morocco obviously is already qualified for the African Cup of Nations, so they don't need to qualify. So it's going to be only 1 team. I really don't like that when you're in a group with a team like that. Let it be 2 teams, and I want to have as much chances as everybody else. It doesn't look like you have as much chances as everybody else. It's like a 3-team group now. But either way it goes, the first 2 teams in each group, you look at all the groups. Group A, Tunisia, Madagascar, Comoros, and Gambia. If I'm predicting, I'll say Tunisia and Gambia will be the 2 teams. But Take none away from Madagascar and Comoros. They've been coming on lately, especially Comoros. You got Morocco, Gabon, Central African Republic, and Lesotho in Group B. If you're going to pick one, if I'm going to pick one, I'm going to go with Gabon. But Central African Republic, another team that has been looking good lately. Lesotho beat Zimbabwe, and that was a shock result right there. But not really shocking when you think about the fact that they drew against the Super Eagles. So that's another toss-up right there, kind of. Group C, Egypt, Cape Verde, Mauritania, and Botswana. Egypt and Cape Verde, if I'm to pick. Mauritania is not a bad team, neither is Botswana. In our group, Nigeria, Benin Republic, Libya, and Rwanda. If I'm to pick, I'll go Nigeria and Benin Republic. Take none away from Rwanda, though. I believe they're an up-and-coming team. Libya, I haven't seen them that much lately, but I feel like they're a quality side. They keep some good players in their leagues, and they also sprinkle some players in Europe here and there. So they're also a team to look out for. Group E, Algeria, Equatorial Guinea, Togo, and Liberia. Algeria, of course. Equatorial Guinea, with the nonsense FIFA did with them, I'm not feeling that crap FIFA did with Equatorial Guinea. How can a man play for all these years, then all of a sudden you want to take everything from him and his country? I don't really like that. But I don't know how they're going to react to that situation. Togo, of course, they have good players in Togo, but I don't know. Liberia, also another good country with good players, but do they have enough to get past Equatorial Guinea and Algeria? That would be the question right there. Group F, Ghana, Angola, Sudan, and Niger Republic. Of course, Ghana, I believe, will go in there. I go with Ghana and Angola. Let's not take too much time. Niger Republic has been looking good at the youth level, and it's going to trickle up there. So take nothing away from them either. Group G, Ivory Coast, Zambia, Sierra Leone, and Chad Republic. I'll go with Ivory Coast and Zambia. Zambia has been faltering lately, but I think they'll be able to get it done. They got some good players. Patson Daka, of course, Fashion Sakala. Those guys, I was watching them since they're under 20, so that's kind of going with my heart right there to go with Zambia. Of course, Sierra Leone, really, really good team. They came back from 4 goals against us, so that's all you need to know. Really good team. So I'm not taking anything. I'm just throwing up names here. So don't go betting your house on any of these things I'm saying. Group H, DR Congo, Guinea, Tanzania, and Ethiopia. I go with Tanzania and somebody else. I think Tanzania spent so much money in football. Something gotta give. This is a real tough group though. This is like, if I'm just gonna go like straight up without thinking, I would really go DR Congo and Guinea. But with the amount of money Tanzania has put into their football, you would just think that it would be a matter of time. But Group I, Mali, Mozambique, Guinea-Bissau, and Swaziland, Eswatini. I go with Mali, sure. Mozambique looked good. They played against us. It was 3-2. They scored some good goals. They're a good team. Guinea-Bissau, of course, a good team. We've played Guinea-Bissau so many times lately. They're a real good side. I go with Mali and Guinea-Bissau, because Guinea-Bissau, they're on a streak of going to the AFCON, so it'll be tough to keep them away from an AFCON right here. But Group J, you got Cameroon, you got Namibia, you got Kenya, you got Zimbabwe. I go Cameroon and Kenya. Zimbabwe, after what they did with Lesotho, I don't know if I can trust them right now. Of course, I got some good players that I used to watch from Zimbabwe. Kama Biliat, Knowledge Musona. They had some good players now. Don't take nothing away from Zimbabwe. think they're on a little downer right now, but definitely not people to write off when you talk about Zimbabwe. Then you go to Group K, you got South Africa, you got Uganda, Congo, and South Sudan. It's a tough group right there. I think South Africa will be the top team. You got Uganda and Congo fighting for it. Don't put nothing away from Uganda. Uganda is a good team. They have strong players. So don't take nothing away from them. But I would say South Africa and Uganda. And Congo also is a good team. That's going to be tough. I believe those three will be fighting it out. South Sudan also has been coming on. But South Sudan is more of a basketball country, if you ask me. Then for the last group, Group L, you got Senegal, Burkina Faso, Malawi, and Burundi. Let me not waste your time. Senegal and Burkina Faso, if these two teams don't come out this group, they should just, I don't know what they need to do, but I'm pretty sure these are the two teams. I think out of all groups, including our own, this is the one I'm sure about. Senegal, Burkina Faso. Take it to the bank. But don't tell them I sent you, though. Yeah, those are the groups. Let me know your thoughts on the groups. Let me know your thoughts on the Super Eagles group. Honestly, I'm just happy about the whole situation. The fact that we get games like this. Because if these qualifiers were not going to be played, I'm not too sure that we're going to set up matches for September, October, and November like this. So we get to play these matches, we get to improve. Hopefully we get to handle business and, you know, make up for stuff. And you're playing teams that are going to be in your World Cup group, so that kind of helps. You know what to look for when you face them in the World Cup qualifiers. So I feel like this is kind of a win-win right here for the Super Eagles and Super Eagles fans. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.